come into a bully's mindset. You know, just because somebody has or looks low in physicality doesn't mean that he can't self-defend himself. So a bully would have to think twice as to whether or not he would assault that person. So overall, I think bullies would actually decrease in dangerism. But yes, of course, like he can become a lot more dangerous as well. But the chances of him assaulting somebody with that thing in mind are very slim, Jim.
That's great. Number 6. Do Americans would consider or fund self-defense programs? Would they?
I actually feel like yes, it is something to consider. A lot of Americans have issues with people dying out in the streets or people getting hurt everywhere. Not too long ago, I actually saw some girl getting punched in the face. The news. It was unfortunate, and all because of groceries. But if she really knew how to self-defend herself, then you gotta think about that stuff. It's like she could have protected herself. She could have gone home safe and soundly, and could have gotten the guy sent to jail.
It's only groceries. Come on now. Number 7. How early do you expect kids to learn self-defense classes? What age would they start?
To tell you the truth, I've actually seen people in Taekwondo before have like black belts, and some of them are even considered masters too. So I would say very early as possible. That way, you can have like a basic idea or a strategical pattern in which one can self-defend themselves with. I feel like they should start really early.
Yeah, that's great. Number 8. What will you say about the people who's weak and scream? How can they defend themselves better when they get assaulted?
Well, the truth to that is, unfortunately, weak people, there's not really much I can say about them. You know, I guess they would just have to rely on the law and rely on their best natural abilities as well. You know, physicality, not everybody has the physical strength and endurance to endure a possible threat. But what I am telling people here is not really like 100% guaranteed. Like even self-defense is not guaranteed over a gun or anything like that. You know, I can't prevent any fatal casualties. You know, all I'm telling people is a better way to be more, you know, protected.
Alright. Number 9. Do you think by having these classes, the assault percentages will go down?
Absolutely. It makes people think twice about whether or not you should assault somebody or not, and it creates a giant awareness that people actually know how to self-defend themselves, especially for the future generation. Because once people actually begin to learn and begin to practice self-defenses, then it creates much more idealism to people's awareness about it. So yeah, I think the percentages will go down overall.
That's great. And the last one, what's your ultimate gain, for your motive for doing this?
So my gain and motive is not just for assault, of course. Like I actually America has a giant problem with obese as well. Like it seems like they've been talking about it quite a lot sometimes. Obama even tried to do something about it. I mean, to me, it feels like my gain would be not just to self-defend yourself, but to also make people a lot more in shape, and to make sure that also females themselves get a better education in terms of self-defense. That way, you know, like they could also have a fighting chance against males, whoever try to assault them in the future, and overall prevent many other bullies from schools. You know, it makes people think twice, as I said. And overall, ultimately, I just want to create a better, safer environment, like people knowing how to self-defend themselves and how to take care of their own well-being. So, yeah.
Your answer was just great, emotional. I'm about to cry. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Pleasure.
For being on my show. It's been great. Just absolutely great.